Hi everyone, welcome to QuillTarot, back with another reading. In today's reading, we are going to see how your next 3 months are going to be. So, it will cover your money, career, finances, your love life and relationships in general, and your health and anything else you would need to know for the next 3 months. So, we are gonna see over a short time frame because it's the best use of tarot to see what's coming up in the recent future. We are not going to look into too far. Also, this is a timeless reading. Most of my readings are timeless reading unless I specify that it is for a certain season, but yeah. So I have three options here for you to choose from. Pile 1 or group 1 is this yellow 8 card, 8 of hearts. Group 2 is this blue queen of spades, and group 3 is this 3 of clubs, yeah, brown card. So 1 is yellow, 2 is blue, 3 is brown. Okay, so choose your group, and I'm going to start the reading with group 1. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this card, the 8 of hearts, this yellow card, this is your reading. We are going to see what can you expect in the next 3 months from whenever you are watching from. This is a timeless reading, and we are going to cover 3 major aspects of your life. Your money, your relationships, love life, and your health, and anything else that needs to that would be important in the upcoming 3 months. So yeah, first let's look at your money and career, group 1. Let me keep it here. Yeah, money and career for the next 3 months. What's coming up? Money and career for group 1. Oh, 4 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. What's coming in the next 3 months? What is the 4 of Pentacles? The Hanged Man. Okay, what is the 8 of Pentacles here? The Magician. And the 3 of Swords here is the 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands, bottom deck energies. Okay. So group 1, right now you could be in a place where you are feeling like you are working out of a compulsion, like you have to stick to this job, you have to stick to this some sort of employment or business, but you are not liking it. It makes you feel stagnated. You feel like your career, your finances have stagnated. Also, it could be that you have financial constraints right now. You don't have a lot of money, and that is also making you feel strangled or stuck at one place. And so the thing is that you are making a transition from this stagnation over the next 3 months, because with the Magician and the 8 of Pentacles, a lot of pentacles for you guys, I see you are either taking up a new job. You could also be starting your own business or an entrepreneurship over here. Okay, so this is a pretty much a new turning point in your career or finances, and you're going to work really hard over it. If you were feeling like you were just what do you call it, slogging it all along, you were slogging in hours, you were just dragging your feet, you were doing something for the sake of it, or you were feeling stagnated when it came to your career, your finances, you were not earning enough, you felt like you were not growing in your career or financially, that is changing here, and pretty much with a new leaf, I would say. there is a high chance that many of you are going to start something on your own, entrepreneurship or business, solopreneur, and you're going to put in a lot of effort into this. The reason is that what you were doing wasn't giving you any kind of enthusiasm. You were doing for the sake of doing, and the motivation to work was lacking. But what you are transiting into is a much more motivated, inspired energy to work more. You love to do this, you want to do this, you're inspired to take an action. That is why, even if you are doubling the work from the Four of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles, even the workload can get doubled up. It doesn't matter because you love what you do. And there is this decision making. What is this? Yes, Queen of Pentacles. There is a decision making when it comes to how you handle your money and how well you can take care of your needs here. Yeah, taking care of your needs. There was a sense of unfulfillment that is changing here because you are moving ahead, you are taking a new leap, you are actually correcting some patterns which kept on um, kept on binding you in some loop of failure, disappointment, which just kept on repeating, and you felt like you were getting stuck here. You were not able to succeed in anything you take up. That kind of attitude is changing because you're ready to move out um, of a pattern of thinking where you think that you can't be of any use, you can't do better. That is getting changed over here. Uh, Also, specifically for some of you, you could be collaborating with someone on your mother's side or a business partner who is a woman. Yes, so some business opportunity, collaboration, or work opportunity with a woman can be important, or you can expect in the next 3 months, and this is going to bring you a lot of stability. And conversely, for some of you, this could be actually um going beyond dependency. If you guys were depending on your mom or your parents or on your family to help you financially, that dependency is getting removed. Like if you were without work and you were forced to live with your parents because you can't afford your own place, afford to pay your own bills, then that is changing, and you will find a way to move out of the house or move or to remove this dependency on the parent figure if you were dependent on a parent figure for some reason. Otherwise, this could be a collaboration with a woman figure, um, important woman in your life. Could be a mother, someone on your mother's side, mother like. um, for some of you it could be also your spouse or wife, someone who can give you nurturing and help you meet your needs. Otherwise, this is you taking a call to take care of your needs and removing the dependency if you have any, and correcting and going beyond the patterns that make you feel that you always have to be dependent on someone, or you that you cannot sustain yourself enough, you can't earn enough for yourself, or the fact that abundance seem to be not in your luck. This kind of thought pattern is changing, and along with the energetic shift, that you are moving out that kind of lack mentality because you have the confidence to make things work. Also, I told you, you guys can expect pretty much a new work opportunity. Some of you are starting your own business, and you know what's happening is that with this newfound sense of purpose, with this new perspective, you are actually gaining a beautiful balance here. You are firstly doing things out of motivation, inspiration. You love what you do, and there is quite a harmony and balance when it comes to your financial finances, your needs being fulfilled, and how you are balancing your wealth and everything else. It feels like if you were pretty much short on funds, short on resources, not having a job or not having the right job the scales are now tipping in your favor. There is an energetic shift that is happening, and you can also see this in your material life, because yeah, like I told you, there is a lot of changes that are going to happen, with you changing, you making the changes and you initiating the change. You are definitely taking a choice here. Okay, you're taking a leap here. For people who are still studying in this group, are still pursuing their education, you can get an internship role where you might end up doing your job there. So in that respect, if you are still studying, you might be making a transition from a place where you were still in a place of studying, not earning, to getting into a place of being able to earn and sustain yourself. For group 1, your money, finance, career is all about an upgrade. Okay, definitely you guys are getting a new work opportunity over the next 3 months, and you are doing what you love doing. You're finding ways to balance your finances and improve your quality of life when property, wealth, and finances are concerned. Okay, next, group 1, we are going to look into your love life, romantic life. Yeah, what's happening in your romantic life over the next 3 months? What's happening? Knight of Swords. What's happening? Six of Wands. Lot of movement for you, energetic movement, group 1. What else? Chariot. Your love life is going through a lot of movement. I need to see. Knight of Swords is the Nine of Swords here. Okay, what is the Six of Wands here? Three of Swords. It's the Chariot here. Okay, for group 2, you guys are, see, even in your work life, this energy is there. Your own energy is shifting towards making a change in your life. You're not satisfied where you are, group 1, whether be it in your work life or in your romantic pursuits. Thing is, in your work, in your romantic life also, you were going through some kind of difficulty. Okay, painful situation with the 9 and 3 of Swords, which you are taking a practical approach to it. Feelings come, feelings uh, cannot be controlled, but how we can deal with these feelings, what can we do to navigate through challenging feelings, is something we can decide on. So here, what you are doing is that you're quickly making a decision to come out of a difficult phase when it comes to the matters of the heart. Here, I see that you are, if you didn't have some specific dating goals in your mind, okay, and you are single. First, whatever comes in, I'll tell you guys. So if you didn't have some specific dating goals in mind, if you were dating without something like go with the flow kind of thing, you're not doing that anymore. Right now, you're making a decision that I want to date to marry, or I want to date to have something very stable. I'm not here for flings, I'm not here for short term relationships or anything that is challenging to the stability of my life. So also, if you had this kind of a relationship, you're putting your foot down and saying that I won't brood over such relationships that fail to give me what I deserve or what I want, because now I know what I want and I'm making a choice towards it. I'm not going to choose sadness anymore. I'm not going to choose uncertainty, instability, and I'm not going to choose temporary gratification. Initially the sparks are intense, the chemistry is strong. You're not going to go for that anymore. That's the change in your attitude that is coming up, because you know that compatibility is more important than chemistry over here. Okay, you want someone who would want to move in the same direction as you do, build a foundation, build a happy life, a family life. That's what you want, and there is a very stable approach you are taking over the next 3 months. Now, for those who are married, I see that you are already committed to someone. You are taking initiative to improve the connection. You are addressing things that were stressing you, disappointing you, that was making your relationship difficult, but maybe you were not able to communicate it properly to your partner. That is where you are taking a more matured step to communicate your feelings, the dissatisfaction in the relationship, and to work as a team partner, as a team player, to improve the situation. uh, you want, you want a grounded relationship, you want a stable connection here with your partner. And if there were things you were not addressing, the things that were disturbing you, that was stressing you, you are taking the initiative to address those and bring stability in the connection. You are cementing here, solidifying whatever exists, and it's like making the situation a whole lot better, and addressing the elephant in the room, and dressing up the elephant as needed. So here I see a very confident and a very, I would say, determined approach to make things better when it comes to your romantic life, group 1. Okay, now next I would see your health and general messages for group 1 for the next um 3 months. Your health and general messages. What are the general messages that group 1 needs to know for the next 3 months? What's happening for the next 3 months would would help? Any information other than we already saw that can help group 1 for the next 3 months? Hmm. Okay, what is the page of wands here? Hmm. What is the queen of swords here? Judgment. What is the 7 of cups here? 10 of swords. Group 1, if you are a person who is very emotional, be it soft or be it a bit heavy emotion, there are different flavors of emotions. You are keeping your emotions aside for the next 3 months. You are taking a pretty practical approach. I see, if you had some wishy-washy thinking about any aspect of the life, and especially if it was something related to your health, and it was causing pain, and you were avoiding going to the doctor, you will tell yourself it's illogical to keep on bearing a pain and neglecting it, because this can't go on. I have to go to the doctor. I have the king, queen of swords, 10 of swords here. So you are much working from the head space, and anything that seems delusional, anything that seems to be far from reality, you are rejecting it completely. You are rerouting your focus when it comes to what you want to achieve, and it is not based on anything impracticality or things that can, would have, should have, could have things. You are pretty much saying sayonara, farewell to it, because you're getting into an energy of this needs to be done and this will be done kind of thing. You are not going to entertain potentials over here unless that potential is pretty much practical and is going to give you something concrete, give you something um, a direct result. It's like if you add 2 plus 2, you're going to get 4. Yeah, but say 2 plus x, you don't know what the value of x is, so you don't know what will be the result will be. Okay, 2 plus x, you don't know what x is, so in that case you will not go for 2 plus x, because 2 plus x, x can be more than 2 or less than 2, you don't know that. So when it comes to choosing between 2 plus x and 2 plus 2, you're going to choose 2 plus 2, because you know that you're going to get 4. Okay, when you add 2 and 2's, you're going to get 4, you're not going to get any other result. So that's the approach you're taking. You're not in a mood to take risks, you're cutting off things that can put you in a risky situation, or things that are that can compound into a problematic situation. So things that can compound, you are taking a step to nip it in the bud, take a practical approach towards it. Also, but that doesn't mean that you are letting go of inspiration, you're letting go of the vibrancy of life. You're keeping alive the vibrancy and enthusiasm, but it is more geared towards things that are grounded and practical for the next 3 months. That's how things are for you guys. Yeah, you are, overall you guys are making things work, be it your work life, be it your romantic life, be it your health, or and in general you're looking for solutions. You're no longer brooding over problems, you're no longer thinking over what could be done and what can't be done. You are arriving at the most practical and feasible solution here. Okay, no more beating around the bush, it's just plain and direct. You know what you want, and there are no delays, there are no would have, could have, should have. Okay, group 1, I want to take advice for the next 3 months. What we have for you, what is the advice for group 1? I have the chalky cards, and let's see what comes out in the advice for you. Another mission. I told you, you guys are changing stuff. Yelling match. So here with the another mission and yelling match, the thing is, group 1, you are, uh, you know, you are going to change, and you're determined to make these changes in your life. You are going ahead with these changes. It's just that there could be some friction on the way, and don't let that friction dim your light. Okay, because your energy is pretty much focused on outcomes, focused on solutions, not getting distracted by anything on the road. Unless something needs to be fixed on the way, that's a different issue, but things that do not or things that deviate from your mission, from your outcomes, uh, don't need that kind of importance right now, right? So maybe with your change of energy and approach, people can be critical towards you because they're used to one version of you that thinks over, that doesn't act so swiftly, that uh, is not so determined. So all those are changing right now. You are becoming more swift in your action, you're more determined, you know what you want. So this can cause clashes and friction with the energetic change you are going through over the 3 months. So make sure that that doesn't make you halt, unnecessary halts on your drive. Yeah, make sure that helps you smooth um, travel. Like if you're on the highway, you are stopping at the pole stops, the tax pole, or if you need to stop for food or something like that, you don't want to stop unnecessarily on the highway, right? So that kind of an energy, don't let anything else, especially disagreements, quarrels, disputes that are petty in nature, that are insignificant, yeah, because not everyone is aligned in this productive energy as you are, group one. So don't let those that sort of things stop you from this proactive phase of life you are getting into. Okay, group one, so that was your reading. If you like the reading, do leave a like on the like button and subscribe to the channel so that I can connect with you guys again on my next reading. If you want a private reading with me, the details are given in the description box below. You can also follow me on Instagram and Threads. I post daily tarot readings over there and daily other small quotes and stuff that you can find useful, and you can stay connected with me. Also on Threads exclusively, I do a weekly pull a card thread week. So you can get a single card personalized message from me if you join that particular thread. Usually I do it over Friday and the weekend. So the thread is live for around 3 days, 2 to 3 days over the weekend. So you can join me over there absolutely free of cost. Tip if you want to, otherwise it's okay, just chime in and be a part of this beautiful soul community. So thank you for being here. I'm so happy to read for you guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. We'll look into what to expect in the next 3 months. From whenever you are watching, this is a timeless reading. We are going to look into the different aspects. First, we are going to look into your finances, education, money, and then we are going to look into your romantic life and relationships, and lastly we are going to see general messages or general things you need to know, including your health over the next 3 months. And yeah, also we are going to take advice for the next 3 months. So get ready for your reading. uh, let's get started. Okay, first we are going to see what's career finances for. Oops, I feel you guys are a bit emotional when you're watching this. You might be feeling blue. A bit emotional, this group. I feel so. Let's see your career and finances for uh, group 2. Career and finances for the next 3 months. 3 of Cups. Okay. Uh, Tower. Judgment. Okay. Let me clarify before I start telling you guys what's coming up. 3 of Cups is the King of Cups. Tower is the Wheel of Fortune and Strength. Both came out. I'm gonna take both. And Judgment is here. What? 10 of Wands. Bottom deck energy is Empress. Group 2. If you guys were working with your friends, or if you're having an online community where you have built something, yeah, some uh, just like that, you could be content creating, blogging, sharing something, and you're creating a community, there is a drastic change that's gonna come into it. For those who are studying and watching this reading, you guys are probably not employed. uh, you might have a certain change in plans. Like if you wanted a job after graduation, you might end up enrolling yourself into another degree course instead of going for a job. And those who have this kind of community building online presence, they are, for you people also, there is a change happening, And this change might feel challenging when it's happening, but you will understand there is a need to change. There's a need to move on from what you are doing or what you expected to do. Maybe you expected to make money off a community, grow this, but now a mature take towards the same goal seems like a bit tweaking or changing the overall idea. It's the king of, yes, the world. You guys are ending something here when it comes to your money, career, finances, ending something which was pretty much you had your eyes set on that this would be how like I'm growing this community, I will monetize it, I'll make a company. Maybe you had thought like this, but things are not going that way. You have to end something here, group 2, over the next 3 months, because the divine has some other plans for you. You'll see that uh, you'll be pushed into something else, and ending whatever you are doing would be more logical, especially if you are working with friends or friend groups here. There's a high chance of having disagreement with the peers, with the friends about how things should be working out, and that disagreement is bringing an end to this initiative. Because you'll find that you alone cannot bear the responsibility of what you're doing. You need the support and collaboration of other people to make it work, and that's where a disagreement is happening. That's where a change is needed in what you are doing, because you need to cope with this situation. You cannot just agree to this ending. You have to change for you to flow in this situation. And this is going to be an important lesson for you, because you were used to seeing things in a certain way, maybe believing people in a certain way, and that needs to change here for you to grow, for you to evolve when it comes to finances. And for many of you, it could be like the company can restructure. Maybe you already know that some layoffs are happening, and you are already a bit on your toes about it. So in that case, again, an abrupt ending can happen, especially if you were dependent on people whom you work with. You trusted them a lot. If you trust people a lot where you work, this kind of change will be a bit shocking because you didn't expect it. You're going to get into a mode of unexpected phase, because you'll understand that self reliance is important right now. If you were relying on something else, some people else, for your money, for your um, growth, here is a change in the entire approach in your own favor. So the dependency on a job, on something you were building with the friends, or an online community which you were very confident of making it work, is breaking apart. Actually, here you are getting into a new mode of self sufficiency, and this means you're going to start small, but it will be important to you. This will be important to you to grow further. Also, it will help you recognize who are true friends, because friends in need are friends indeed. So people who stay by your side during your difficult times are the ones who are worth it. So you might have thought that people who are there right now will help you through. That illusion is breaking. There is a breakdown of major illusions. And if you're a student, I said that you will be taking a very unexpected step, like after graduation, not a job, but maybe another enrollment into another course, or doing something totally different from what you had planned for. Okay, this kind of situation, a very abrupt, I would say, shocking change will come through, but it is happening so that you discover a side of yourself that you had ignored. You didn't believe in yourself. You thought that you needed others to help you build something, but the truth is, you alone are enough to make choices in your money and finances and career. You are going to realize that very well, and um it's going to be very important because you're also going to learn whom to trust and how to not place all your trust on anybody and everybody. Okay, also it could be something that many of you could be, if you are in a stable job, yeah, or in an office job, you could be changing that, you could be leaving that, or you could be forced to leave that and start something which is online based, a digital world. Maybe you will become a content creator. You can become a content creator or do something that involves a community of people or involves building a community, working with people outside your country. This is also a probability for group 2 when it comes to career and finances. Okay, next I'm going to see group 2, what's coming in your romantic life in the next 3 months. Love life or romantic life in the next 3 months. Sun, Fool. Okay, the Sun, the Fool. What else here? The Fool is 0. The Sun is 19, 1 9, which adds up to 10, 1. Yeah, number 1. You have all major arcanas here, group 2. What is the Sun here? 6 of Wands. What is the Fool here? 3 of Wands. This is the Magician, the Tower. Hmm. Six of Swords is your bottom card, bottom deck energy. Group 2, your romantic life is all about new beginnings, clear new beginnings. It's very much on the face. We can't say it in any other way, because I see for you right now, you need you want to be in a place where you don't feel bound and you don't feel shaky. You definitely don't want to be in that kind of a situation. Maybe you have been in the past, but right now for your love life you need to be pretty much grounded and clear about where you want to be, and also you are ready for a new, like I said, a new chapter totally. You guys could be dating, going out, a lot of outside venturing out energies. You could be actually going to places with intention, with an intention to meet someone new. I see you are exploring places and uh, interacting with people so that you can potentially find some interesting person. And if the past was painful, you're definitely breaking out of this painful past. um, so that's what I see, that you guys are looking for passion here. I would say it's more like you guys want to date here right away. You don't want to get into anything very deep. It's more like looking for people to date, exploring people, exploring the options out there. Because I previously you guys had a very painful end of a relationship that probably blocked your heart and um, really was causing a pain. and that is why you are starting off a new phase of dating, finding someone new, finding a new person. I see most of you are single here, group 2, finding a new person in your romantic life. And if you guys are already married, in that case, you could be trying to do something to bring positivity into this situation. Now, many of you, if you are married, you could be contemplating whether you should be in this marriage or move away from the marriage, or you could even have someone else. For this group, I'm feeling that not many people who are already or in a stable relationship, or if you have someone in your life, I feel that even if you have someone in your life, there is an energy to move out of this connection, to explore something new. Okay. Now, if everything's fine for you, then I've told you this is a general reading. Take what resonates, and not just the tarot lady on YouTube telling you what to do. I'm just channeling energies for your group, and this is what it seems to be. So, if everything's fine in your romantic life, you can ignore. Otherwise, if it matches, then I would say, even if you're with someone, I see you are starting off a new phase with someone else. You are ending something that is already there, or a past that was pretty painful, a relationship that doesn't serve you. You are exiting that connection. Okay, group 2. Next, we will see general messages and messages about your health, and also take an advice about that. Okay, so let's take a look into your general messages. And oh, the temperance came out. If it needs to come out, it will again. And health and what you need to know for the anything else that group 2 needs to know for the next 3 months regarding their health and anything else. Two of Pentacles, Devil. Some of you could be undergoing Saturn return or a Saturn period when you are watching this. General, what is it? Two of Pentacles. Hmm. What is the devil energy here? Okay, what is the Five of Wands here? Page of Wands. Lovers. Group 2, in the next 3 months, be very careful about your communication, how you communicate, because we already saw that you are going through some major transformation in your work life. Also, if in your relationship you're getting ready to date again, explore again, the thing is, you can experience some emotional upheavals during this period, during the next 3 months. The reason is that your other aspects of your life are getting affected pretty much, like they are going through changes, major changes. You could have Capricorn, there could be some Capricorn Saturn energy is very strong over here. So the when you have such Saturn influence, or if you know you're going through Saturn influence, the advice is to take it slow, take it very slow. You might be feeling very petulant, impulsive, to express your emotions, to speak harshly, and not and act on the impulse. Maybe you get mad and you say something to someone, and this could be because you are actually going through a phase of healing. Okay, understanding you're not very emotionally sorted over the next 3 months. So when it comes to communication, be very careful about how you are speaking with people, how you are dealing with people, and don't be reckless. Okay, avoid being reckless because there will be a tendency to get into fights, say things that you will regret later, and be impulsive. Okay, here also you'll be learning. If you haven't learned earlier, this will be a period of emotional learning, how to navigate turbulent waters, how to sail through storms. This is going to be a theme in your next 3 months in an overall aspect. Okay, that's why, since you will be going through a navigation period where you are already going through a lot of transformation, the advice is to be very mindful about your emotional ups and downs. Especially you would be prone to getting into fights with people. Remember, in your we have already seen in your career side that if you are working with people whom you trust, that thing might get dissolved. You might find out people are not supporting you anymore. This might create an energy of fighting with people, but this is only going to keep you in a very lower vibration, which will um, not let you come out of the situation. It will keep you stuck in petty matters. It will keep you stuck in conflict, and you'll not be able to come out of it. So make sure that you don't get stuck into verbal conflicts, quarrels, and emotional extremes. Okay, be very careful about your emotions. Gemini energy is here, lovers and the Five of Swords. You might be feeling betrayed by a loved one. Like we saw, you are coming out of a relationship, you had a painful past, or even in the work related matters, you might experience betrayal in the workspace as well. So be the King of Cups, don't be the Knight of Swords, don't be rashful, reckless. Again and again, that message is coming up. And your mental health would be something you need to take care of. Group 2, next 3 months. Make sure you are taking care of your inner child, because our emotional self is mostly our inner child. Our emotions, if the emotional self is our inner child, and if that is not balanced, it will affect everything else in your life. So be careful about your mental health here over the next 3 months. Finally, I'm going to take an advice for you for the next 3 months. Group 2, you need to heal your inner child here, because I see that with this two page energies, your tendency to waver emotionally and get into conflicts is because of a lack of understanding or mastering your emotions here, or the thought process for that matter. You have a certain level of lack of maturity when it comes to handling conflicts or handling very overwhelming emotions. So that is a kind of a warning, I would say, to be careful about how your emotions are playing out, because instead of getting into the conflict, we can use the same energy to understand this is a repeating pattern within ourselves that is surfacing because of the situation. We can heal that in ourselves, and at the same time be uh, take a have a mature take, instead of having emotional outbursts and saying very angry or mean things. We can express our disapproval, our disagreement in a more cordial and professional manner, like, and not get ourselves in a emotionally messy soup. Okay, what's the advice for you? Power jackpot. What's the advice? Where's Betty? Again, two blue cards. You have chosen a blue card. throat chakra, your communication center, needs really good amount of healing here. Group 2, you need to heal how you express, how you communicate. That's the first message here. Also, there are two things here. First is to realize that your strength lies with yourself, okay? Stop expecting. Now the next 3 months will be a time of pausing and stopping yourself from expecting others to help you out. Doesn't mean that people are going to abandon you. You'll feel abandoned because you were not aware of your own strength. You were constantly outsourcing your strength to other people around you, to situations around you. So instead of waiting for people to help you out, be your own helper, because this is a time to gain your own strength. And stop delegating the responsibility of whatever is happening onto other people and the situations. This is a time to take responsibility of your own self. You see, look at Barney looking for Betty, and he's in the dark blue, this kind of a background. The thing is, he's calling Betty, his wife, for something. Maybe, to have a chat, have a, uh, maybe he is back from his day at work and wants to meet Betty and talk over it and have a nice time. But the thing is, you don't always need Betty. You can be happy on yourself. Learn to be happy in your own company instead of seeking other people to help you out. Instead of seeking other people to make you happy, take responsibility of your own happiness here. And that also involves not blaming others about not able to meet your expectations, not able to be in the same level of friendship as you are. Because maybe you did your part, but you have no control over what others can do. And if they don't honor the relationship, you can withdraw your energy instead of calling them out, instead of calling them names and telling them very unpleasant things. If someone doesn't want to be with you, if someone doesn't respect you, let them be. You don't need to fight them, because sometimes we fight with people who wrongs us because we need to validate that our pain. We need to when that person responds to our hurt, or we want the other person to acknowledge that they have hurt us, we need our pain to be validated here. And that is something you absolutely do not need here. You don't need the person who has hurt you to validate that. You can feel the pain. You don't need their admission of wrongdoing to make you feel better. Be careful about that. Here, also with the power jackpot, I feel you can be discovering some hobbies here. Develop some hobbies, something that you wanted to do, some uh, gambling for some. There's the devil energy here. Um, so you could be also into stock market trading. Some of you could, like I told you, we saw that the next 3 months there's going to be a significant change in your work life. So you might be trying out trading options, stock market. Okay, only do if it is applicable for your condition, because these are general messages. I'm just giving you whatever is getting channeled here. So you might be getting into some sort of you know lottery sort of betting sort of source of income. That is legal, that is definitely legal, and that is not illegal. And you might learn a new skill here, a new skill to earn happiness and as well as money. Okay, group 2. So that's pretty much what we have for you in the next 3 months. If you liked your reading, please do leave a like on the like button and subscribe to my channel so that I can again meet you guys in my next reading and we can stay connected. Also, if you want a private reading with me, the details are given in the description box. You can also follow me on Instagram and Threads. On Threads, in particular, I have weekly pull a card event where everyone gets a single card personalized message from me. So in that case you can participate there, get a single card message, and it's absolutely free and open to all. Tipping and donating is voluntary, so you can just follow me and stay connected with me on all platforms. Okay, group 2, it was absolutely a pleasure to have you here. I'm really grateful to have read your energies. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this three of spades, no, clubs. If you chose this three of clubs, this is going to be your reading. We are gonna see what's coming up for you in the next 3 months in different aspects of your life. First, we'll see. We'll look into your career and finances, and then we'll look into your romantic life, your relationships, and finally we are going to look into general anything else that needs to come in, including your health advice. And finally we are going to complete the reading with an advice for the next 3 months. Okay, group 3, you are group 3 and your number is also 3 card number. Okay, so let's see what's there for you. Okay, remember that these are general readings. Take what resonates. Like sometimes messages are coming very specific, and I trust the energy that I'm channeling. So in case you feel like it's not for you, not applicable for you, feel free to leave it for someone else who might resonate with it. Okay, group 3, what do we have for your career and finances in the next 3 months? The Empress, Two of Swords, and the Emperor. Oh my god, we have the divine counterparts in your career and finances. What's going on? Let me see. Remember that this is a timeless reading. Most of my readings are timeless, so you can have you can watch this reading whenever you are, and it still would be applicable. Okay, what is the Empress here? Knight of Pentacles, Taurus energy. What is the Two of, damn, group 3, you guys have reigning major arcanas. Like, what's happening here? Okay, Lovers. What is the Emperor here? Three of Swords. Okay. Bottom deck is Two of Cups, Queen of Swords. The energy for you, group 3, when it comes to your career and finances, I feel there is a settlement happening. Okay, I have the Libra Taurus energy, and the Two of Cups is also Libra. Sorry, not Libra. Two of Swords is Libra energy. Hmm. What's this balancing out? I would like to see. Okay. Okay. I also saw the Four of Wands. Group 3, right now you could be in the middle of making a choice. Okay, it's like the brain versus the heart choice, and it's coming out in your career, finances, and it is a difficult choice. I can see that. In the next 3 months, and right now if you're apprehending this, like you're not in this energy, in the next 3 months you will be pushed to make a choice which you thought you couldn't avoid, or you thought that you can avoid, but it's happening because there is a major decision making happening here regarding your stability. At one point it would feel like holding on to the usual comfort or the usual way you earn or make money, um, or the setup you can have, financial setup. Maybe you share your financial responsibilities with someone else, could be a spouse, could be some other family member, even a mother, a parent figure here. That gives you a lot of stability, but that restricts your freedom. So if you want to come out of it, it means that letting go of some assured level of comfort, some assured level of financial safety, and getting into a space of freedom to do what you want, but it will come at a cost of severing something that is um, very close to you, or severing something that is that you are used to since a long time. You are used to this kind of comfort, this kind of income flow or money. You are used to it. So if you are choosing you, your freedom, if you're choosing something your heart wants, it would mean losing something that gives you stability and comfort. It's that kind of a choice coming up here for group 3. What else is here? Let me see. Your lovers is all about a choice. Two of Swords also speaks about making a choice here. And in the Two of Swords, the heart is shut. In the Lovers, you make a choice out of your heart, from your heart space. Something practical means heartbreak, and something going for your heart means losing some practical stability, comfort here. That's happening here. Also, for many of you, you guys could be asking your boss for a raise, or maybe the company is on a budget, they are restructuring, they are laying off, and in the midst of it all, you know that asking a raise might not be the best idea, but you need the raise. You feel like you deserve the raise. You'll In that case, you definitely go ahead and ask for it. You're going to stand up for yourself here to ask what you feel you deserve. And it's like understanding your self-worth. See, whenever we have a choice, it's always between something. uh, a choice is not between a good and a bad thing, because we will choose something which is good. Choice is between something which is good and better, or better and best. Yeah, which one is better? Choice. So here is a the situation is like you are you don't want to disturb how the setup is. Okay, if it is a job, if it is a collaboration, or if you share financial responsibility with other person at the cost of your freedom, or if you're doing a job where you know you can get more, you deserve to be paid more, but you are not asking because you know that uh, you will not get it, you might be laid off even, but they have kept you, they have retained you despite laying off others. Here there is a realizing that you can't sit back because of fears. Okay, here you can't sit back just because your practical needs are being met, and that doesn't imply that you will let things go the way they are going, because it is not meeting your needs, your satisfaction, your happiness. Okay, that's something is happening in the next 3 months where you are making a move here to change this situation. Yes, you are making a move, especially this is particularly related to stability. I would say group 3 for you, it's your stability is at stake. You could be asking your job, your boss for a raise despite knowing, risking the fact that you might be asked to leave instead of getting a raise, this kind of situation, but you'll still ask for it because you want to demand what's right and what you deserve. And this kind of a situation will arise where you're going to take a decision here. Again, High Priestess, Chariot 2. You see the synchronicities here. You have to, and in High Priestess is the difference is stark. The contrast is stark with the black and white pillars. It's like either black or white. There's no gray zone here. That's what I'm telling you. A settlement needs to happen. Even the chariot has the dark and the white sphinx. So either it's a no or a yes. There is no maybe. This kind of a situation, and it's a major decision when it comes to your stability and finances in your next 3 months. Or maybe you already know, you guys already know about it intuitively that you have to face such a situation in the near future. Okay, group 3. Next, we are gonna look into your relationship, into your romantic life and relationships. Group 3, what's happening there? Six of Swords, Queen of Wands. Why? Okay, Lovers. What is the Six of Swords here? Knight of Wands. What is the Queen of Wands? Nine of Pentacles. What is the Lovers here? Three of Swords. Okay, for many of you guys, at least for group 3, I would say, you guys, again, it's about taking a stand in your relationship as well. You're walking away. You're walking away from a place that was hurting you, from a relationship that was undermining your self worth, which was all passion and all about getting intoxicated, but that took away your mental peace and emotionally didn't give you anything. So in relationship, I see most of you guys are being pretty much in a solitary energy, in solitude. You are making a choice to come out of things, a connection, a relationship that is really painful for you. It's a single energy for group 3, because you feel like your relationships are pretty much conflicted. Wherever it is right now, you are not getting the happiness, Happiness is getting overshadowed with the fights. You could be having fight with your partner or the person, and you know this needs to change. Right now, in the next 3 months, group 3, you'll be focusing on yourself, on your, again, self-worth. You know you are worth more than a person who breadcrumbs you, who gives you little to nothing, or a relationship that doesn't live up to the expectations you want to. So it's a solid decision to move away and making a choice for yourself, making a choice for what you love. And loving, love in your life begins when you start loving yourself, your peace, your existence. You are loving yourself right now, group 3. So yeah, that's your energy. You are prioritizing yourself, I would say, group 3. Next 3 months, you are prioritizing yourself and not accepting anything less than what you want, be it your workplace, be it your relationships. Okay, what about health and anything else? Health and anything else that group 3 needs to know for the next 3 months? Judgment. Hmm. Page of Wands, Hanged Man. What's happening here? A lot of major arcanas for you, group 3. What is the judgment here? Yes, Tower. You're calling out on some nonsense, I see. Page of Wands. Yes, Ace of Swords. You definitely are calling the Hanged Man. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. See, group 3, in the next 3 months, what you're understanding is that you can't have others walk over you. You are not a doormat. You have your own existence, your own self respect, your own wants, likes, and dislikes. And others simply cannot exist in your life while your peace is at stake. You're feeling unloved, you're feeling hanged, you're feeling stuck, depressed. So in the next 3 months, you're putting an end to a lot of things that really need an ending. Judgment and the Tower, major change is happening. um, it very well could be your relationship, your lifestyle, because we already got that essence in your career as well as in your relationships. You are sticking to owning up yourself here. You are not allowing things that serve you too less, or they do not give you what you need. I have 3 pages here, so it's a disbalance here. Definitely there is a lack of balance here. And see, I have two balanced cards, Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Wands also speaks about expanding your or protecting your energetic boundaries. You are valuing your energy, and if you look at the Six of Pentacles, this person is definitely generous. They have the ability to donate and look after other people, but they are not giving away it away freely. They're giving it away in a measured way, in a just manner, so that a person receives only as much they deserve to receive. So it's about you realizing your um, how much resources you should be giving to others, and resources include time, money, energy, attention. Okay. Time is the most expensive because you can't get back time. Money, yes, you can change your luck and get it back, but time once gone will not come back. So it's like you're being very economic about how you are addressing situations which are demanding energy from you. You are redefining your energetic boundaries, and you are being very frugal, very measured in the way you give your resources to other people. Also, people who do not measure up, you see the page energies, the page of swords, the page of cups, the page of wands. These are page energies, are very small energies, they have small offering. Now you can't make, they are the beginning of something big, yeah, but they are incomplete, they're immature energies. So you are really getting rid of such things that are not helping you, like giving you the shorter end of the rope. Okay, you can't make things work like that, you know that, you are realizing that, and definitely you are taking a stand, because you know all this time you were giving too much of yourself, or you were caring about how others think, and in this uh, caring about caring about others and giving others more energy than you were giving yourself, also getting bothered about what others think about you, you were getting into a limbo, you were stranding, getting yourself stranded in a limbo position, because you were too concerned about making things work, appeasing other people, and also being mindful about how others are, how others are reacting to you, how others see you. Are you offending someone? Are you letting someone down? You are letting go of such apprehensions, because if the other person isn't as considerate as you are, you can't be the only one who is taking so much responsibility of any situation or a connection. So, this judgment call for the tower moment, you are bringing in this tower moment. Uh, I see health. Mm. Take care of your emotional health during this time, next 3 months, because a lot of transformation will give you a new perspective of dealing with your emotions, how you see your happiness, or what gives you happiness and what doesn't serve you. You are going through this, and this will have an impact on your mental health. Mostly I see a positive impact here, because you are already realizing that the weeds need to be de-weeded, the trash needs to be taken out. So when you take out the trash, you'll be naturally feeling emotionally fulfilled, and you'll be loving yourself before you love someone else here. Okay, group 3, next we are going to end your reading with an advice here. I messed up the mic, I guess. If the I'm sorry, group 3, if your audio was a bit low, my apologies. I hope you boosted the volume while listening to it, because sometimes the mic position changes and I can't do anything about it. Later, when I upload the video, I feel really bad about it. Okay, what's the advice here? You've got the power card. More power to you. And Johnny in Hawaii. Group 3, don't doubt what you're doing here. The power card has all hundreds here. It's the most powerful chalky card. And I'm happy to have collected it. Yeah. So you are in power in this situation. Do not for a moment doubt what you are doing, the actions you're taking, the things you're saying, um, the decisions you're taking for yourself. Do not doubt that. Also, group 3, you might need a vacation. If you want to plan a tour, vacation, go somewhere and spend some time if you need to. You might need a vacation here, group 3, because there's a lot of emotional purging happening. You can also choose to go someplace near to the water bodies, some sea beaches or rivers, or somewhere near the water. Okay, so that's your advice. Be confident, continue being in your confidence, and have some, indulge in some self-care and self-love. Go to, take a vacation, get some time for yourself, invest in some me time, solo, I mean something that serves you, like a vacation and anything it could be. Okay, group 3, so that was your reading. Um, and I think you need to take a vacation very soon here, group 3. Speed is 80 on this card. You will need a vacation very soon with a lot of changes going on. So, if you like the reading, group 3, please do leave a like on the like button on the video and do subscribe so that we can stay connected. Uh, Whenever I upload another video, I would be happy to do another reading for you guys. I'm really grateful to those of you who are already supporting me. Means a lot. You can also book a private reading with me on yeah, private reading details are given in the description box below. You can follow me on Instagram and Threads where you can directly communicate with me, and I also give a single card reading as a weekly pull a card event, and you can join me over there. You Tips are optional. You don't have to tip if you don't want to, but you can be a part of this beautiful growing community. And I'm so glad you were here, group 3. I hope to see you soon, very soon. And yeah, take care of yourself, group 3, and I'll see you soon. Bye.